the homepage, and usually I'm on in the morning, so I tell you, make sure that you shop for it early enough so it doesn't sell out, because it's featured. A lot of eyes actually see it. The beignets are back, and today where we grew up calling it Fasnacht Day, Donut Day. Jane taught me Shrove Tuesday. Mardi Gras kicks off today, and a lot of you were kind enough on my Facebook page when I talked about that. You talked about not Fasnacht or donuts, but beignets. These are New Orleans style beignets that we're getting our hands on. And I think you're gonna love the story as well. But let me tell you, you will get a 36 count New Orleans style beignet coming your way. These were only ever on the air with David. They've never even been in a gourmet holiday, and they have a track record of flying out of here really, really fast. They were only on the air one time. That was May with David, completely sold out. So they are back today in time for the holidays. There is no auto delivery, by the way, on this. So buy as many as you want. They got such a response. There's over 125 five-star reviews. That means when our friends got them home, they love them. They love the idea of having the beignet. I wouldn't even know where to go to get a beignet around here. But the nice thing is you will actually have it in your home. I want you to understand, when you get it home, it does not need to come on dry ice. This is a bread product for you. So it will come really nice in sleeves, perfectly sealed, and then you can keep it in the fridge, you can keep it on the counter, or if you need to, like some of mine went right into the freezer, you could put it in the freezer. All right, so this is what you're going to get. And then you're going to have fun, if you want, to go ahead and get these wonderful, light, fluffy, fried dough balls. You can add powdered sugar, my favorite. Dip them in chocolate if you want to. Pour chocolate or caramel over them, but don't miss out on them. And it's really something fun. I've only ever been to New Orleans one time many, many years ago, and I remember going to the place everyone goes there and having a beignet, because you have to do that if you're in New Orleans, right? 2,000 of you have already dialed in. There's the cinnamon sugar. This is M58807. 3 Easy Pays at $9.78. But here's something important that I didn't tell you because I got so carried away. This, by the way, is going to have the opportunity, just like everything else, 5 Easy Pays. So you could think about that. That would bring it down to about $6. So think about that. 5 Easy Pays. Use your QVC credit card and get these home. When you get them home, as I said, they come in they come just like something you'd buy in the bakery. I don't have anything here to be able to show you. And they come in 3, if memory serves me correctly, they came in 3 different sections of 12 each. You could take out what you want. As I said, I put mine right into the freezer. The nice thing about this is you could leave them out. You don't have to store them in the refrigerator if you don't want to. But all you're going to do is warm them up just a little bit, and then you're going to decide. Now, Mitch was so sweet, and he did this in a nice way, but I would go ahead and take that brown paper bag, put powder sugar in there, warm them up, and shake them around. But we're doing this the very polite way, so we'll do it this way. Or better yet, we'll do it this way, because Jane thinks you don't need a lot of powder sugar. I think powder sugar makes the world go round, so you decide.
Well, I just thought that the actual beignet was so light and airy, and it just has a little bit of a sweetness. When you add that powdered sugar, it just finishes it off. So we can talk to Brian and find out what he thinks about it. But again, I was in New Orleans twice, and honestly, I'm surprised at how close these are, if not better, than the ones that I had there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the nice thing, and they'll be at your home. Brian Bunting, welcome to theCUBE today for the second time, sir. It's so nice to have you here. I know that the story goes that your dad was a baker and loved doing things like this, and you kind of have picked up where what your dad started with, the very first commercial bakery in this country. So welcome, Brian. It's nice to see you in person.
How are you doing? Thanks for having me here.
Of course, of course. So how did we do, Brian? We're giving everybody 36, the 36 count of the beignets. I see you've done some fun things there. What is a beignet? For someone who maybe hasn't had that opportunity, describe a beignet and what it is.
Well, a beignet is kind of, they call it like a French donut, but it is it's very light, fluffy. It's not made with a traditional all-purpose flour or bread flour. It's got a little bit more gluten in it. That makes it a light, fluffy, very low oil absorption. You get a nice little crispiness on the outside. You break it open. Look how chewy that is in the middle. And it literally just melts in your mouth. It's only 90 calories per beignet.
See, you had us at light and fluffy, but when you said 90 calories, I was like, well, how many can I have then? These are really wonderful. When you get them home, when you send them to us, there's no dry ice. There doesn't need to be, because it's sort of like a bread product. Am I correct at that?
It's a bread product, and we make them fresh, so we get them out to you right away. And this product is very, very forgiving. You can actually refreeze this product twice. When the product arrives, we recommend put it in the freezer, take out what you need when you need it, let them slack out a little bit. Now you got 3 cooking methods. You can use a little pan of oil, which is really good. You can throw them in the oven, or my favorite is the air fryer.
I did the air fryer.
So good.
Yeah, Jane, that's what you did. You told me that the other day. Brian, Jane is joining us, and she was talking, both of us were talking about the different ways that we enjoy the beignets. She did the air fryer. We're so glad that we get 36 of these, especially at less than 100 calories. This is something that a lot of us can't find at our local bakeries.
Absolutely. The beignets are actually mostly made fresh. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we are the only people making this quality heat and serve beignet in the country. And you can get them only here on QVC.
Well, 3,000 of our friends have already ordered these. This is exactly what happened in May when you came. And we've been waiting for you to come back since May, Brian.
Well, I'm glad to be here and to be part of the QVC home.
Well, I hope that you'll consider us family. Let's talk about your family and how your dad he became, I'll call him the king of fried dough, and then you took it from there and created the beignets.
Yeah, well, my dad, long story short, stationed in Europe for a while when he was in the armed forces, and he traveled around to different bakeries, and that's where he got his education, and he made a lot of friends. And they showed him different things about pastries and whatnot, and so he came back home and decided he was going to be a baker. And I was in New Orleans, tried some beignets, came home, and he said, you know what, I can copy this. I can do a better job. And he did, and they are just fantastic. Chewy, delicious.
And they've gotten
nice
rave reviews.
Yes, absolutely.
What ways do you like to serve them?
I like it with a little bit of fruit on top. Right here, I've got, you see a little slice of strawberry and just a little bit of chocolate on top, back and forth, 1, 2, 3. And then just hit that once with a little pot of sugar. That is just amazing to have.
That's a little bit of heaven right there.
You get a little bit of fresh fruit, a little bit of chocolate, a little bit of sweetness.
Well, we're going to update everyone. We were able to bring in 5,000. 1,200 remain before they're completely sold out. Unfortunately, there's no auto delivery, so a lot of you are buying more than one. Jane, we just talked about that great cup of coffee. You said you just ate yours kind of plain.
I did put a little powdered sugar on it,
okay.
But I just don't think that it needs the whole dump, because there is a sweetness to the bread. Talk to us about the flavor and what to expect, Brian.
Well, that's just it. We take a long time in the whole process. This is not just mix it up, send it through the fire. We take re-raise the dough. That gives the yeast time to put more flavor into the dough. It has a really nice, good texture. When you smell it, it's got that natural, see, there you go. Got that natural sweetness to it. That flavor with a little bit of powdered sugar is where all of it comes from.
Yeah.
That's what makes a beignet different from most any other product that you'll ever have.
And Brian, there's no nuts, no eggs, no dairy, no trans fats, no preservatives, no peanuts, no tree nuts. Am I correct?
No, this is a dessert that everybody can have.
Well, I hope that you're ready to be busy because there's fewer than 900 remaining. Go ahead and give them a try. I mean, how wonderful will it be to have something that is light and delicious? The dough is sweet, it's chewy on the inside and a little crispy on the outside, and you really can have fun with it. It really doesn't need anything. But Brian, if it would be okay for you at my house, I'm gonna get a brown, not a huge one, but a little lunch bag, throw them in there warm with my powdered sugar and shake them up and get my exercise for the day and then put them out to serve.
Well, you know what? Well, all the bad weather we've been having across the country and all the snow, do you mind if it snows in here a little bit?
That's the only kind of snow we like, Brian. That's wonderful.
That's the kind of snow you like to have.
I also see that you had that really nice sheet that came along with it next to you. I don't have one, but on the sheet it will tell you different ways to prepare it and that it stores frozen. Please remember again, it does not need dry ice when it comes to you. It's perfectly fine. Am I correct, Brian?
Yes, it's going to ship ambient. You're going to get it. It'll be already thawed and fresh in 3 plastic bags. Just take them out, put them right in the freezer. And again, they'll keep up to a year. Very, very forgiving product. And you know what? It's a great little cherry to put on top of any single meal. Just take out one beignet, maybe have your little cup of coffee afterwards.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
It's not a belly buster, but you know what? It gives you that little bit of like, that was just right.
Absolutely. Start your day or end your day. Brian, thank you so much. Congratulations on your success. Hope to see you soon.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dad.
And he's saying thanks, Dad, because that's where it all started on this Mardi Gras day. All right, Miss Jane. Oh, this is where you live.
That's right. What did you say? Where's the beef? Oh, I got you covered here. Oh, yeah. What we're offering and serving up at the center of the plate